All right, you guys, so this is a very random message. It's a channeling. So, yeah, and it's just coming out of nowhere. And I received some information from my guys to just make sure that my channel is more, my channelings are more precise. And they actually want me to cross my legs, not uncross my legs. So, what's up, guys? Before I get to it, I just do want to say, and if you don't want to hear this part, obviously feel free to skip ahead. I just don't want to forget to say it at the end or whatever. But yeah, so right now it's 12:41 p.m. It is December 30th, 2026. I mean 2025. Why? I'm in the future, but it's a reason because they already speaking through me. So for some of you guys, this message is going to be like really early for you. Like, I feel like a lot of my messages are like a year early for a lot of people. And that's not to offend anyone. I just go through things like about like a year earlier than my collective. And to be real, that's like for y'all's benefit because you guys get to kind of see what I go through and like avoid things or just kind of see how I handle them. And depending on what kind of person you are, you can gauge your responses, your reactions, your whatever, off of like whatever I have going on. You can really get the in-depth information if you're subscribed to the Patreon. If you're on the Patreon, it's like fucking like $4 or $5 a month, super cheap. If y'all really want to have access to me and my energy and what I know, and I know a lot of you guys do because I just know, like, I get on the internet daily and see my influence everywhere. And you know, y'all can either continue to get it, you know, through like watching me hard as fuck and trying to like, you know, some people try to like pull on you through the screen and through photos and stuff. Like, if y'all want to keep doing that, y'all not, you know, people aren't going to get very far with that. If you want to do that, that's up to you. But if you want to do it the right way and exchange with me and like actually like have access to me, join the Patreon, follow me on Instagram. It's free stuff that you can do, like liking videos, commenting, sharing, subscribing. Follow me on Instagram. Or if you want to spend a little bit, like I said, it's like $4 or $5 for the Patreon. I think it's gonna go up at some point soon. I'm not sure yet. We'll get there. And all of this matters, y'all. So, you know, just roll with the punches, roll with the channeling. Okay. So yeah. So I don't have anyone who emailed Code of Zen Dynasty, COZ Dynasty 55 at gmail.com yet about Cult Femini, but it's okay because I know that you guys are probably I know some people are probably feeling a little like unsure about buying courses. I'm probably the most trustworthy person to buy a course from. You can ask Jazz, you can ask anyone who has gotten any product or service from me. If I say you're going to get it within a certain time frame, you are. And if anything is coming in the way of that, it's usually a spiritual intervention, and then you still get it, and then you get like a lot of information on top of that. So people always get way more than what they pay for with me anyway. So I never feel a way about how I price anything out. I always talk to my guys about it and talk to God about it. This might be relevant for someone who is starting a business or something like that, or it might be relevant for you next year at this time. If this is relevant for you next year at this time, I predict right now that you are probably going through something where you discovered like a really big like interruption or hiccup in your flow. Like, you discovered what those hiccups and interruptions and sabotages were coming from, and they were coming from people that you were having like a really relaxed relationship and interaction with. And then you may have learned about yourself that you're not the kind of person that could have relaxed interactions, because while that's something the world is used to and what we've all been used to since, you know, being knee high, it's just not the case when you become an adult. It's not the case when you are an adult who is a chosen one. It's not the case when you're an adult who's a chosen one who knows better, because then you start to learn like that people are kind of like I just explained, trying to get more from you than what they're able to give to you or willing to give to you. Sometimes they don't have anything to offer you, and even if they did, they probably wouldn't give it. A lot of people are sometimes bitter about not becoming something for themselves, or being confused or lost on their own journey. They could become jealous of you or envious of you, and then not know what to do with that and not even try to do something about it. So that could be where you are at this time. And maybe you want to do these things that I'm mentioning, but you will be doing them. Like, it's going to be like a flash of light, and next year around this time is going to be here like a flash of light, like it always is. I know it always sounds far away. I would encourage people not to ever like try to read too much or think too much into the future, because it could, if you're anxiety prone, if you're not anxiety prone and you're good at planning, and planning makes you feel like calm, then disregard all of that and like build your plans up. I highly recommend like building your plans up. It's a great thing to do. This is the channel, I guess, which is funny, but let's keep it going. Yeah, but like I said, if I don't have any ladies sign up, I'm just gonna record the videos, and I will just have them for purchase. So you'll be able to purchase them purchase access to the videos at any time, and you will have access to the video. And guys, the videos will have like a lot of information on a topic, and it'll have sources and sites where you can go access even more information. And this isn't just me learning something and regurgitating it. This is things that I've practiced for a long time, that I've lived. I've gone to school my whole life. I've been bred and trained to be in the arts, to be this health, like it was just my surroundings. It was what I was naturally into since a child. So it's like my special interest. Like I'm into everything that I'm trying to offer to other ladies, because I know that women see me and they're like, they like it, they like the vibes. Okay, let's be for real. And I'm trying to help people out, you know. So you know, it's gonna still be about the same prices. Don't think you're gonna be like getting something for free just because you're getting it later. I feel like that is the message. I feel like people try to wait till you go on sale, or until your shit is on the clothing rack, or like people try to like basically maybe putting you in a position where they're trying to make you feel like, they want you to feel like you'll only be worth it if you're on a discount rack. Like if you discount yourself, then you'll be worth it. And that is a test. That is a karmic cycle that you guys need to address immediately. If you don't, you're gonna have a year cycle to go through that in like the most horrible way. So I can say from personal experience that right now, if you're dealing with that, don't put anything past anyone. Take their how they treat you, like take it as bond. Like take that as bond. Like don't fall for people's like big innocent eyes if ever like you're literally clearly, because people will try to gaslight you all day. So if they're like, for example, so like if you're around people romantically or platonically and you're like, hey, do you intend to like be like a balanced friend with me? Like, you know, F the money, F all the like material things. Like, are you planning to like be here like I'm here for you? If that person gives you a genuine response of yes, I do, I am here for you type shit, that is a covenant between two people. That is a agreement between two people to be there for one another. So if for any reason people are not abiding by that contract or that like that spoken agreement between the two of you, I beg of you. And if you don't listen to me, you're gonna be like giving me my props by a year from now. I I bet my bottom dollar that you will, for sure. If any time anybody, I don't care what the connection is, what the relationship is, I don't care if you're just hanging out with someone and you're like, you're not an asshole who's trying to rob me and rob me blind and use me for everything I got, are you? Somebody might look you dead in your face and go, no, just watch how I treat you. That's a loophole. That's a loophole. First of all, they agreed to be upright. So even if they do you dirty, they still have to pay for them like reneging on what they, you get what I'm saying? Y'all, just be careful. All I say is if somebody shows you who they are, once, like, please believe them, y'all. I know that sounds so corny, but please believe them. Like, I have a lot of examples of this. Like, for example, like, I've been chatting with a homie, right? And they will take like forever to respond or whatever. And it's somebody who I know is like interested in me because they've asked me out before. And this same person is like, yeah, I'm sorry for the late response. And I'm the kind of person where, first of all, I already know that whole thing like the back of my hand by now. So I already put them in the category of like, this person makes excuses. I don't do excuses. If you can't do something, just say you can't do it. If you can do it, just do it. Like, we're too old for the excuse thing, especially when it comes to men. Like, I have no patience for that when it comes to men, because the only men that I allow myself to be around at this point in my life are men who all man really has is his word at the end of the day. So you at least have to be about your word. You at least have to be a consistent person. I do not take the bare minimum from men. I do not go easy on men. I don't think that they deserve that in any way. I think that a lot of men benefit a little bit too much from patriarchy and being babied by all types of different sources. Friends who are needy for friends, male validation, insecure women, mothers who over baby their, and, for women, I don't know. Look, I don't have a lot of tolerance for certain things women do too. And I'll talk about that more when the time calls for it. But for right now, that's just what I'm channeling. That's what I'm getting. Y'all, like, yeah. So as I was saying, this person, it's funny because they apologize about it, then they do it again. I don't respect that at all. I'm the kind of person where if you're going to apologize about something to me, not even to me, what an apology is when somebody apologizes because they are going to change their behavior moving forward. Now, I don't accept apologies or anything from people who say sorry every time they do something. Like, you apologize for getting back late, but you do that every time we're texting and you don't have a good reason. And I don't have time to figure out what the reason is or anything like that, because one, it's a waste of time. Attention is just far too precious and expensive. You can't get it back. You can't get time back. And it's just not worth it, y'all. It's like so much that I think that you guys need to hear and you guys need like reassurance about. And I know it's true because I literally looked at the time at 12:34, so we're definitely moving in the right direction. So I'm gonna make sure that I get on here every time I feel like I have like a channeling, and then I ask God and God says yes, please go channel, because I just want to make sure that you guys feel that you can trust my work ethic, that you can trust me, know that I'm not ever performing. If anything, I'm coming on here and just sharing my energy with you guys. And sometimes I'm feeling really silly, sometimes I'm feeling really serious. Sometimes it depends on the channel itself. Like, if I'm telling you I'm doing a channel message, I'm channeling the energy of the information that is whatever's channeling through me, which is usually higher beings, my higher self, my ancestors, God, angels, higher beings. I don't really do too many like lesser gods or like entities or anything like that, unless it's a very clean exchange. I don't do trickster spirits. I don't do none of that kind of vibe for real, y'all. I'm not really into that. But like I said, yeah, so it's coming through like kind of serious because I feel like somebody like really needs what I'm giving and what I'm offering right now in this moment. So I feel like I'll just have to come back and like do this some more. I don't want to make this video too long because I just want to make sure that it gets uploaded in good timing, which it should, because I'm gonna be out and about in the world, and T-Mobile has finally fixed their damn towers. Okay, apparently, child, because they say they fix it and then it be fucked up like 2 seconds later. So yeah, y'all, like, let me see if I got any more on the channel. I just saw 14:14 on the time. I think that reduces to 5:10. Okay, so I feel like this might be the end of the message, you guys. Yeah, it feels like the end. I feel like I have these like, because I'm dealing with something personal right now, and it's like a very invasive kind of entity that I am severing from myself at this time. It was sent to poison me and to poison my relationship with my guides and angels and stuff. But the entity is now like obsessed with me because I outsmarted, which is the case a lot of the time, y'all. It's so crazy. And I'm only telling you guys this so you guys can know. Like, I saw something on Instagram today where it was a video of this guy talking about how Michael Jackson really risked his life by, you know, just being in such a huge industry and making art. And he was the biggest like artist in the world, like with that much influence. And he was putting such positive messages in his music. And he was like so true to himself at all times. And I'm not trying to compare myself to Michael Jackson, you guys, because he's his own person. I am my own person. But we do have, what we do have in common is that what we're doing on the world stage is not a performance. This is our actual life. Okay, I'm gonna look y'all in y'all eyes when I say this. This is my actual life, okay? My actual life. Meaning I get attacked all day, every day. I get no breaks. I get to sleep well when I protect myself. You know, like I have to protect myself before sleeping. I have to protect myself upon waking up. I have to protect myself before leaving my house. Like, there's constantly threats coming against me every day. And what song did they use as an example? Beat It. It was Beat It that he used as an example. And he was basically, the words were like, you know, they want to see you tough, better do what you can. Like, basically, they're gonna want to make you feel scared with the illusions that I mentioned in my previous videos about when I like why I think I got attacked is what it's labeled when I was telling you guys about the guy who was like trying to run up on me near my like not too far from my neighborhood the other day, and so the neighborhood I'm currently residing in. And the reason I after I slept on it a couple nights, like I received like word from God like why that happened or whatever, and the reasons that happened. And it's just because I'm ascending to exactly what God has for me in my life. So on this level, every day, every turn, I'm gonna have like these different illusions to try to threaten me in my dreams, to scare me before, you know, it's just like to try to trick me out of doing anything before I do it. These things will like sometimes become physical, so that it's not always gonna be in a like a non-solid illusion. These things will start to like materialize into like physical, real threats, but it's still technically an illusion because I don't have to engage with it. Like I'm more than aware of like energy of crossroads, and crossroads, guys, are any place where roads meet. So that's any intersection anywhere in the world, any fucking where. This isn't just some creepy like dirt road and a back road and da. Like this is, and like pay attention when y'all go out into the world. Crossroads, intersections, they all have a frequency and a vortex. Like things happen there every day, so it creates a vortex of energy. In a specific vortex that's near where I reside at the moment, there's always chaos there, and danger, and just like all kinds of things. But that's been going on in that area for many years now. People talk about it all the time. So not only is it happening naturally, it's getting fed through egregore, which is collective thought, which is a hive mind. So if hella people are saying, damn, every time somebody goes to that Taco Bell downtown, something bad happens, that's gonna start to become the vortex right there at that Taco Bell downtown, because everyone's saying it, so it's perpetuating it. And then it just, you get what I'm saying? So I'm saying that to say, yesterday when I was walking in that same spot, a girl came over there trying to just start something with anybody in her path. I don't know if she was just mad or if she was on drugs. I don't know. She was just yelling at the world, yelling at everybody she was walking past. And some people at the stores and the parking lots and stuff are like looking at her. and just like shaking their head and like laughing and stuff. Me, I had my headphones on. She looked like she wanted me to say something bad. I just looked at her for a while, make sure she wasn't coming my way, and then I just looked away and minded my business like I never seen her the first time. And then when I saw her again, she's laughing and joking and trying to talk to people at another intersection. So I'm just like, that girl just wanted some attention. And that's what I mean by non-physical, like illusions becoming physical to try to scare you, and all this weird shit that happens in this matrix. And the in the space that I'm in, people don't want me to share this information because a lot of you guys are not going to be responding to a lot of the negativity. So that's why I need you guys to like these videos, to hype these videos, or I'm not going to get on here and share my gift, because that means that I'm just giving away stuff, and God doesn't want me to do that. So I'm always going to be evolving to spaces that kind of celebrate and honor what it is that I have to give and what God is doing through me and working through me. So exchange is super important. I want to leave you guys with that. Like I said, if I don't have any girl, like I really want to be able to share my energy with you girls, like with the ladies, in real time, because I think that you guys are going to get the most out of Cult Feminine if we like in real time, you know what I'm saying? During that 2-month cycle, we're like in cahoots. It's going to be very personal. It's going to be a very personal experience for each person that signs up, because although we're going to like, it's not going to be the kind of classes that you guys are used to. I know you guys are used to people like, oh, let's hop on Zoom, and then y'all got to all be at the same time and all got to be ready at the same time. Like, no, that's not what we're doing. How it's going to look is each week, I'm going to basically, each week, I'm going to have a specific thing that we all will be focusing on, okay? And each week we will have a new video. It'll be a very lengthy video, however long it needs to be, however short it needs to be, but it's going to be what it needs to be. On top of whatever I share with you all in the video, there's going to be a list of stuff for you to go learn about, for you to just put in your knowledge book. You're going to have access to my private archives, to my private playlist on YouTube, my private stuff that I use on a day-to-day basis. Beauty, health, all that good stuff, like magic, like whatever I can give to you ladies. Like my intention is for you guys to have whatever you need to feel like the baddest bitch that can take care of herself. And the reason that is so important is because no matter what walk of life you are in, I know that it gets a little scary being a woman in the world, depending on what kind of person you are. And it may be intimidating for you to just like completely take care of yourself completely with no help, because sometimes we're like made to feel like we just can't do it without family or friends at least, or a man at least, or at least a male somebody. And like, we don't always have that. Where I've gotten in my life, y'all, I have no one, and I'm not over exaggerating. And I just want everyone to be able to do that, because it gets scary for me as a woman that's battling, like, you know, one day I'm in remission, one day I'm not, like having such a serious health situation that I have to deal with. Like, I've always been kind of scared, like, who's going to take care of me? Like, what if I'm like completely disabled, which I like kind of borderline experienced that already. Who's going to be there for me? And there is ways, okay? There's always a way for you to be autonomous. And I want to share with you guys what I've learned, what I've gathered about just all the layers of being a woman. Not just that, but all of it. Even just like being a baddie in a workplace, being a baddie entrepreneur, being someone who wants to learn more, who maybe needs to do less and hire more people. You know, there's so many layers, guys. So there's so much value in what I'm offering, and it is at such a crazy good price, y'all, because people really be busting y'all heads and robbing y'all for the most basic dumb shit, and y'all don't even get nowhere trying to like come up on social media and da-da-da. And I get that we're all like, you know, obviously making every dollar count, but 2026 Zen would never, especially, come on. Zen has a course. That's something I've been getting called by God to do for years. And I finally am in a place where I can fully handle that. And so y'all can get it while it's hot, and we can interact, like I said, like in real time, or y'all can just get it later when y'all put the money aside or whatever. Some of you guys need that sliding scale. I'm fine with giving every single person that sliding scale, but we will have to qualify you for that so that you can pay 80 instead of the 130. It really depends on you and what you're truly able to do. You cannot cheat me, you cannot play me, okay? But I definitely won't be playing you. I will be giving you hella information for priceless, but it's just going to be a small price. So like I said, I would love to interact with you guys in real time, but if not, it's going to all be there and you can access it anytime afterward. But it will be just like, you won't have access to me. You'll just have access to the information. If you get it in real time, you will have access to me. Everyone who signs up will have their own like personal coaching with me for whatever your personal thing is. But I get if God brings me women or doesn't, because if it doesn't, then I know that it's just not meant at that time, or maybe you guys are meant to do it independent, like take the information and use the course independently. If God brings me people to work with in real time, I fully trust that and I would adore that. But I know that it's touchy. I wouldn't feel bad. I wouldn't feel like, oh, God is not for me or I'm failing. I wouldn't feel that way, because making yourself available to people is a risk as well, because sometimes people just want your information. Sometimes they want your tea. Sometimes they just want to come in, say that you did a bad job and try to ruin your whole reputation, ruin what you got going on. I've had that happen with the readings and stuff. That's why I don't do personal readings anymore at all. Not at all, just like not like just basically on God's timing and not me just like, yeah, I'm doing reads, y'all. I'm open for reads. Like I'm not booking. Like y'all can come to me and ask me for a read, and I'm gonna make sure that you are able, that I can work with you. And if I can, then I will. And if I can't, then I would just have to respectfully decline. And it's the same with this, guys. So don't think that you're gonna come to me and be this like really weird, tricky, sketchy kind of person and try to do some weird energy exchange with me, because it's just not gonna happen. And if no one signs up for the real time course, I'm gonna literally look at it as like, okay, great. I'm just gonna let these ladies come get this in their own time, and it'll be just as fine, y'all. But I promise you, like, if y'all get the course and link with me in real time, you're gonna get so much more out of it, and we'll get to like actually form like a bond and a sisterhood, and I'll get to like give you like direct coaching directly toward you in real time. So that's all I have for you guys. I did not know that this would go on to almost 30 minutes, but I know that it's necessary. So I will see you guys next time. I have some stuff to do, so I'm gonna get to it. May you guys have a great Tuesday. It's Mars Day, so get some shit done. Peace.